This is Renee Stanley for Movie Review Relay, and we're here today to talk about the 2014 action feature film, The Equalizer. It's based on the 1980 television series. Denzel Washington plays a former intelligence officer drawn out of retirement to battle a gang of Russian mobsters. Denzel Washington is the Equalizer. Denzel Washington is an actor that men admire and women adore, and I'll tell you why later. But right now, let me say that I remember the vigilante-style television series, The Equalizer. Yeah, that was back in my day, okay? So if you have a problem or if you were gunned out, let's say you're this poor person and you're being blackmailed or extorted by the mob or hustlers in the street, and let's say you're not a hustler type person, you don't have guns and stuff, you would go to Equalizer and say, these people are bothering me. They won't leave me alone. Could you help me? And here's the Equalizer, because he has the guns, he has the weaponry, he has the strategic knowledge of how to combat these large forces when you're outnumbered. He knows how to do that and win. First, I want to say that it's directed by Anton Fuqua. Now, Anton is a director who also directed Denzel Washington in a 2001 crime drama, Training Day, which is one of the best, if not, the best crime drama in modern day history and film history. A little trivia, he's married to Lela Rochon. Do you remember the stunningly beautiful Robin? Okay, she was in the movie, the character Robin was in the movie Waiting to Exhale. Or you can go way back to 1992. She was in a movie called Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, and she played the beautiful lady with the dog. Okay, so that's just trivia. Okay, so now I'm going back to the Equalizer movie, which is what I was supposed to be talking about in the first place. All right, so you also have Chloe Grace Moretz. She has been around a long time, even though she's a young girl. She's only like 17, but she's been around for years because she started when she was very young. Most people know her from the movie Kick. She was this little foul-mouthed, this pretty little foul-mouthed girl whose father was Nicolas Cage, and what he wore like a Batman type costume. He met an awful fate in that movie. A lot of you guys know it. The movie guys know it. All right, but anyway, so they know her from that. She was also just recently in a movie this summer called If I Stay. Some of you saw that. There was nothing wrong with that movie. It was nice. It was very nice. Okay, but in the Equalizer film, Chloe Grace Moretz plays a young Russian prostitute who encounters the Equalizer, which is Denzel Washington, and both of their lives are changed because she needs his help. She's stuck in like a human trafficking ring of Russian mobsters and things of that nature. I shouldn't say it's a human traffic ring, but she's a young prostitute. So in other words, her life has been changed, and the mobsters, they're in something much bigger than, of course, her. But the point is they need each other in that point. She needs his help. And there's a void in his life because he's basically lonely. A lot of men, when they live alone and they're nice looking and middle age or whatever, they pretend like they just, they can go through life by themselves, especially if they're in a very dangerous profession. You always see these secret agents and heroes and stuff, even normally not married because, they can put people in danger. Look at Spider-Man 3, okay, whatever. Chloe Grace Moretz said she had to learn Russian for this role. And she said on a television show that she was on Wendy Williams, it's a talk TV personality show. She had an interview with Wendy Williams, and she said, guess what? I like other people, and I admire other people who work very hard at their craft. I take my craft very seriously. I expect young people to work very hard as well. So that's who I admire. That's what she said, So she's a very serious-minded, beautiful young woman. You have to like this woman, at least the way she's talking. I hope she stays that way. God bless her. Such a beautiful girl, and she seems to be very, very friendly, very big personality. Whoever's raising her is doing a wonderful job. Kudos, mom and dad, Yeah, she's a beauty. We love her. Okay. The movie The Equalizer is an action junkie's dream because there is action, there's fighting. The fights are wonderfully choreographed. There are many explosions and gunfights. The climax can be compared to the old westerns. When the story starts off slowly, sets up the characters, then there's a suspenseful ending, nice big climax and an epilogue. Okay, so there's supposed to be a sequel in the works This is going to be big. This is the hot movie this weekend. Everybody's got to see it. Everybody get up and go. Here we go. Get up. All right. So, okay. So 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. The Equalizer easily comes in as a 4. Go see Equalizer. I think you'll enjoy it. I did. Until we meet again, it's Renee Stanley for Movie Review Relay. Oh, and if you don't, I forgot to say, okay, why women love Denzel Washington. All right.